So the judicial system decided that they're going to help Young Thug rather than just incarcerate him. Sounds like a good motivation to me to get clean. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. Hey, don't forget to check out the link of the day in the description.
You got a choice. You got talent. You got a chance, and I want to hear about your environment, what your mama didn't give you, and the white man won't give you no shot. You got a chance. Use it while you're still alive. You don't know what death is. You have no idea what death is.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? So Young Thug has been released from jail. That's right. The judicial system in whatever fucking city he was in when he was incarcerated or locked up at that time has decided that they're going to give him another shot or a chance or whatever. So basically, he's been ordered to take a drug test twice a week. That's basically, just for everybody that don't know, they test you twice a week when it's like they really don't want you to use. See, when you know, they want you to stop using always. You know, you understand what I'm saying when you get sent to these programs. But when they think that you really have a problem and you need a little bit of extra incentive because you can use and then beat the test, they don't even want him to try. And that's a good thing. Don't get that confused. But they're going to test him twice a week, and that is to make sure. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's supposed to be random also. So that's to make sure that, you know, he stays away from it. For everybody that don't know, because I used to, you know, I've not had a drug problem, but I used to, I talk a lot about myself, don't get it wrong, but basically I used to, you know, dabble in this field. One of the things in which they do actually do is when you're in a drug treatment program is they try to get you psychological help for whatever, you know, to get to the root of your problem. For everybody that don't know, when an individual has a drug problem, and I'm not talking about because you smoke a little bit of weed here and there. I'm not talking about because you drink a bit of alcohol here and there. I'm talking about people that have addictive personalities. A lot of times they try to find out what is the root cause of what you're trying to escape from. And then often that can help you, you know, maintain or, you know, keep you clean or whatever the case might be. So they're letting him out. They're sending him to drug treatment, drug rehab, whatever. Well, treatment and rehab are two different things. So they're sending him to drug treatment. When they send you to drug rehab, that has more to deal with. It's just different. I don't want to really get too far into that. So there were a lot of stars that did speak out, you know, in, you know, wanting him to be released. To T.I., Meek Mills, Lil Uzi Vert, you know, they sent out their well wishes, hoping that he could get out of jail, come home. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to also understand, for everybody that thinks that you could get locked up and that means that you're not going to be using drugs, you know, in prison it's pretty easy to get drugs. All right, it's not hard. I don't know what facility he was in, the jail he was in. He wasn't in prison, he was in jail. So I'm saying that if he actually got convicted and then sent to prison, it'd be pretty simple to get drugs if you really want. It's not hard. He was in a jail. I don't know what jail he was in. What I'm thinking is this. This is what I'm thinking. This is just my opinion. While he was in the jail, he most likely started going through withdrawal symptoms and then needed medication. And that probably helped them with the understanding that he has an actual problem. And he wasn't just trying to, you know, go against the will of the court. You know, that could be beneficial to you at times. You know, if somebody has an actual problem and you can help them, we should always try to help. And that's the way that the courts are supposed to be. So he probably got locked up, you know, because if everybody that don't know, he got locked up because of the drug use. He failed the drug test or refused to take it. I believe he failed it. So when he went and got locked up, 9 times out of 10, he started going through withdrawal. And then, you know, his lawyer most likely went to the courts and you know, spoke on his behalf about how he does have a drug problem and he wants to get help. For everybody that don't know, I mean, I'm not trying to make jokes or fun because this is not a joking matter, but there are a lot of these artists that are just hooked to almost every drug you could think of, almost every drug you can name, drugs that we don't even know exist. These guys are hooked on these drugs. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a big advocate of songs that speak about pharmaceutical drugs specifically, because that's what a lot of these guys are being hooked on. They're being hooked on a lot of these pharmaceutical drugs. I'm not a fan of cocaine. I'm not a fan of crack, obviously. I'm not really a fan of weed. I mean, if you smoke weed, it is what it is. If you drink alcohol, it is what it is. Anything stronger than that, you know, I'm just absolutely, I'm 100% against anything stronger than marijuana. I just am. It's not because, you know, I used to smoke back in the day. It has more to do with the fact that marijuana the majority of drugs have purposes that they could be used for medicinal. Medicinal purposes. I know I'm saying the word all fucked up. It's my accent. But a lot of drugs can be used for the purposes of medical treatment. A lot of drugs, even the ones that we don't necessarily agree with. But the way that people are abusing these pharmaceutical drugs, those drugs are not meant to be used in such a manner. And you're creating a lifelong problem. And a lot of them are, like with that lean. These are lifelong problems. You understand what I'm saying? If you get addicted to lean, or if you get you get addicted to perks, you get addicted to all of that, it's, you know, that's just a whole nother battle that you got to fight. So I think that we should look at this particular situation as far as, you know, let's hope that young man gets help. Let's hope that this is a situation where the judicial system is doing the right thing by arresting him in the first place, and now by forcing him to become clean. Because if any of y'all out there, you love Young Thug, and I'm pretty sure there's a ton of y'all out there that love Young Thug. There's people out here that love everybody, and there ain't nothing wrong with him. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be loved. I'm just saying anybody out there that love Young Thug, y'all should be hoping for his well-being. Y'all should be hoping for his, you know, recovery. Being addicted to drugs is not normal, y'all. We need to stop thinking that that's a normal thing in life. It's not normal. Nobody has no, I'm not going to say nobody because there's weirdos out here. But the majority of people aren't looking at their 2-year-old saying, oh, I can't wait until you see what kind of drug problem you pick up. That's going to be good living. People aren't thinking like that if they are healthy at all. So let's hope that Young Thug could get a little bit of treatment that he needs. He could keep himself composed, stay away from the drugs. He was in court. They said he sounded regretful. He said, I'm sorry for disobeying the court. I'm sorry for disobeying my PO and being here. I just want to go home with my family and do right. That's what his lawyer said. For everybody that don't know, I believe Young Thug's name is Jeffrey. I can't remember the first name. But let's pray for him. Seriously. You know, everybody got problems. Everybody got issues. Out here in this world, sometimes people do things that's hard for them to live with. The only way that they could, you know, keep going day to day is sometimes by getting themselves involved in having some way to escape. That's why a lot of people use these drugs. I don't think it's funny. They have that what's that white boy name? Little Xan. I don't think it's funny that when I look at him, I could just see the drug use all over him. I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's cool. When I look at a little Uzi Vert and I can see the drugs all over him, none of that is appealing. None of that is aesthetically pleasing. None of that is anything that I will wish on anybody. I have members of my family who are in and out of jail because of their inability to stay away from drugs. I think that we all need to be a little bit more sympathetic to the plight of others instead of thinking, you know, because I hear sometimes people say, oh, he's using drugs because he want to use drugs. You know, then you don't understand addiction. you have no idea what addiction is if that's what you think. There are a lot of people who use drugs every day and wish they could stop. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.